Hi, Sean here from Cinetalk. Um, Wanted to make a quick video. I just wanted to recommend a couple of films. The last three films I've watched, I think, are worth recommending. All three of them are documentaries. So if you're into documentaries, these are definitely for you. If you're not into documentaries so much, these are still very, very good films. The first one I want to talk about is Racing Dreams, which is a film about three young karters in the state national championships of kart racing. It's their last year of racing because they can either not afford to race anymore, they can't get sponsors, or they're just moving up into cars once they turn 13. So the film follows three young racers. Two of them are boys, one of them's a girl, and it covers the entire race, the championships, which is over five races. But the five races are over a few months period. And other than the racing, it covers their home life and the issues they have going on at home and things like that. It does a fantastic job of putting together these three people and really displaying them. I mean, they're young, they're really young. They're 12, 13 years old, and they're growing up and they've grown up in racing, and now's kind of their time to decide: are they going to continue racing as a hobby? Are they going to give it up and live like a normal childhood? Because they're spending pretty much every weekend away, and it costs a lot of money. It shows the pressures on the families to get the money for the racing, and it really is just for me as a fan of motorsport. Um, it was just a really interesting watch, and it was more gripping than most films. Um, Somehow these filmmakers have ended up with this amazing story that could, it sort of feels like a underdog cliche film, but it's not a film; it's a documentary, which goes to show that cliches happen in real life. The second documentary I want to talk about is a film called Smash His Camera, and this follows the. It's a portrait of Ron Galella, who is a very famous paparazzi. He's probably one of the in the world of paparazzi. He's the most renowned because he was around. He's been around for like 40 years. He's photographed Marlon Brando and Elizabeth Taylor. Most famous was his obsession over Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and his very famous pictures of Jackie O. The guy is just such a character, and this film follows him, and he's sort of talking about. It starts off, talking about his past work and how he became involved in it, and then it goes on to talk about his passion for taking photos of celebrities, and um, he's out. He sort of tries to go out there now and take photos, but he explains that it's just become such an accessible occupation that anyone can do it. And there's a big debate in the film whether Ron Gallardo is a great photographer, whether he's just like an idiot with a camera. Um, and you kind of, I kind of feel for the guy because he really does display this passion for taking photos of celebrities, which I kind of appreciate. Um, I think nowadays paparazzi are annoying, and maybe they are totally annoying, and laws and that should be changed, and that's another discussion that goes on in the film. But overall, the whole film is about Ron, and Ron, I find, is such a likable character. Um, he's such a likable guy, and I think the directors do such a good job of balancing the argument for and against paparazzi photographers. Um, yeah, and at the end, it's kind of sad. Like Ron hanging around with these little milk crate that he takes places so he can sit down and so he can stand on and take photos, and he like I said, he just has this real passion. So Smash His Camera is another film that you should check out when you can. The last film I want to talk about is another documentary. Like I said, these are three documentaries, and it's it's not a documentary you think could be I don't know. It's not a film that you think could be a documentary. Basically, if you've seen the YouTube clips of the angriest man in the world, Google the angriest man in the world, and you'll probably end up with Jack Ruby, who or sorry, Jack Rebney. Jack Ruby was the JFK guy. Jack Rebney, he's the Winnebago Man, and this film Winnebago Man is about that viral video and Jack Rebney, and it really is. It's really stuck with me. I watched it about 2 days ago, and it really has stuck with me. The thing about it is, there's kind of a twist in the middle of the film. I don't want to ruin the film for you, but it really is something a little bit special with this film, and it's discussions on viral videos, unwanted fame, and but the the way that people can come together around one little thing that they have in common, which is the love for this viral video, is also is what comes up in this film, and it's just it's a really good example of a documentary doing what it should do. It presents, it analyzes, but it doesn't give you a foregone conclusion. It's not biased at all. It's totally unbiased and leaves you to make up your own mind about the subject. So Winnebago Man is my last recommendation. So there's Racing Dreams, Winnebago Man, and Smash His Camera. Those are three films that before the year is out, if you can, check them out. I will put links below if they're available on DVD. I will put links below to their trailers, and if you visit cinetalk.tv, I will put something up there. Thanks.